it's JuJu Rose and I'm back with another video. So today's video is a special video because, as you know, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that's why I have on my pink and my breast cancer awareness shirt. If you are new to my channel, we have been doing a series called Boob Talk. Boob Talk will be all things breast, all things women, all things breastfeeding related, pumping, why you hate breastfeeding, why you like breastfeeding. It's an open forum, and on my blog at the Melanin Milk, I open the floor and I accept your topics, and when I get your topics, I come on here and we discuss those topics. So today's video is going to be dedicated to breastfeeding while having one breast and after fighting breast cancer. To get things started, I'm just going to read you guys a couple of fun facts and things you need to know about breast cancer, and I'm going to be reading those from cdc.gov, which you can go online, and that's the Center for Disease Control. It's a credible source, and that's where I'll be reading the statistics to you. In the United States, about 245,000 cases of breast cancer is diagnosed every year in women. That is huge. That is big. It's something we need to be aware of. It's something we need to check. Like, do your self breast exams in the shower. Obviously, if you're doing it on your period, you know you can get lumps that are benign, but always do your self breast exams in the shower and really pay attention to those. And then also your mammograms. If you're at that age, make sure you're getting your mammograms yearly. The BRCA gene, they call it the BRCA. You can also test for that gene, and a lot of insurances cover it and some insurances don't. On the CDC, it says about 41,000 women and 460 men in the US each year die from breast cancer. So I know some may not know, but men, you can get breast cancer too. There's tissue there. I mean, you may not necessarily have like huge breasts like a woman, but the breast tissue is there, and anywhere where cells can grow abnormally and grow a lot of in a tissue, you can have cancer. So yes, men can have breast cancer as well. Women of color do have a higher rate of death from breast cancer than Caucasian women. Also, Asian and Pacific Islander women have a higher rate of death from breast cancer. Everyone's symptoms are different. As far as I know, someone personally who has had breast cancer and recovered, and literally they had no symptoms. They were in a shower, they found a lump, they had a biopsy on the lump, it came back cancerous, and that's the way they knew. And then you have other women who will get symptoms where, you know, their breast may have a mole, or there may be something raised on it, it may change color, you know, all of that is signs. If your breast is sore and you just don't know why, you know, further investigate. Don't throw it off, because you are more likely to survive if you catch your breast cancer in the early stages versus the late stages. The first risk factor I see right here on the CDC is 50 years or older, you're at risk of getting breast cancer. No, there are women being diagnosed every day that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s. And I think that's why breast cancer is getting missed, because you're thinking, oh, I'm not 50, I don't have to worry about it. No, start early, do your self breast exams. It doesn't matter your age, just do your self breast exams and stay aware. And that way, if something does come up, you can catch it sooner than later. Also, risk factors, it says here, are genetics, environmental risk factors, getting older, reproductive history, having dense breasts, family history, and if you've had previous treatment of radiation for a different type of cancer. So now we'll actually get into our Boob Talk series and why we're here, y'all. So the reason why we're here is we want to know, can you breastfeed after having a mastectomy? Well, first and foremost, it depends what type of mastectomy you have. If you have a double mastectomy and all the tissue is removed, you cannot breastfeed. You'd have to go to a donor or formula feed at that point. I asked this question on the Melanin Milk. I got some yeses, I got some nos, I got some I don't knows. So if you have a single mastectomy, meaning you got one breast removed after having breast cancer and you kept one breast, you can still breastfeed on that breast, ladies. The thing is this, you have that one breast and that you can breastfeed with, but I'm sure you're wondering, will it make enough milk to feed my baby? Well, in that situation, the body can compensate and produce a lot of milk just from that one breast. I mean, that one breast can be going strong, y'all, juicy, producing a lot of milk and fulfilling your baby, or it can go the other way and not produce enough milk. You can still breastfeed and produce some milk from that breast, but it may not produce enough, and then you'd have to supplement. But you know, you still have a breast there and you're still able to breastfeed after having a single mastectomy. Now say you're doing like chemo or radiation, and you know, you just had a baby and you're doing this after. Doctors don't recommend that you breastfeed, you know, while getting those medications. And I mean, I wouldn't recommend it either. It just doesn't seem safe getting all those medications and trying to breastfeed off that one breast. But if you've already went through chemo and radiation, you're in remission, and you just have one breast removed and you have the one breast left, you can still breastfeed successfully. I've seen many and heard many stories of women breastfeeding with one breast. Now, if you have a double mastectomy, obviously, you know, you have to go to a donor or use formula. Another thing is like being sensitive. You always, especially working in the hospital, it's important to, you know, pay attention to your patient's medical history and like go through their chart and actually know what they've been through, because the worst thing is going into a room of a person who's had a double mastectomy and saying, are you gonna breastfeed? Oh, we recommend breastfeeding, and you know, saying what breastfeeding will do for your baby, and then the patient tells you, oh, I've had a double mastectomy, you know? So it's just very important when it comes to these situations to be sensitive. Don't assume, you know, always, you know, read your patient's chart, learn your patient's history, or learn that person's history before you go in there offering them to breastfeed and they've had a double mastectomy, because things like that can make a woman feel less than, you know, make them feel like, well, I can't breastfeed, or I can't provide, you know, the essential nutrients for my baby. So it's very important to be sensitive about those situations, because you don't want to send a woman into postpartum depression because you asked the wrong question at the wrong time. Just be very sensitive when it comes to, you know, mastectomies and breast cancer and breastfeeding. To all of my women who are survivors, have been through chemo, radiation, you all rock. You are strong. I admire you. Thank you for continuing to fight and make other people aware of breast cancer and how they can, you know, do self-checks and do mammograms and give them resources for free mammograms. You guys rock. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, guys, I think that's it for today. I just wanted to come and answer that question about being able to breastfeed after having a mastectomy. Remember to continue submitting your topics at the Melanin Milk on Instagram, and we will be back for another boob talk in a week or two. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And girl, I see you. If you keep coming back and you keep watching these videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss when JuJu Rose posts another video. Until next video, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.